Welcome back. This is Seewing Yee, and I'd like to go over what's happening with Florida real estate. I'm going to go over a specific area of Florida, Southwest Florida, Cape Coral, which is located in Lee County, and around 15 miles north of Cape Coral is Charlotte County. But yeah, the county itself, Southwest Florida, is pretty large. It has almost like 1 million in population. So I'm going to dispel all the myths and rumors about the not only Southwest Florida, but the perception that the whole Florida housing market is crashing due to insurance crisis, due to the HOA crisis and hurricane and all those misleading information, especially from those crash bros out there that always report the situation, misleading negative headlines for clickbait purposes. So let's dive deeper. I'm going to use the Redfin as a guide, Redfin website. But by the way, what I feel I have a good understanding of what's happening in this market because more than 20 years ago, I have purchased rental properties in Cape Coral myself personally. And I have also guided several hundred investors, turnkey casual investors. They're buying turnkey properties for many years. Mainly our investors come from California, although we have other investors within our network that have purchased not only Cape Coral and what they continue to do, but our investors have purchased throughout Florida as we speak. So it's all about knowing the data, knowing the research, understand the market from the high level, and having a tools in those local areas who understand the local market, understand how to vet the local market, what neighborhood to buy, what type of properties to buy, the whole 9 yards. So anyway, let's dive deeper because it's all about the data, right? You just can't, people have to do homework. You just can't listen to the negative headline and expect to trust those headline information. Let's dive deeper and let's go over the Redfin article. So let's go over Cape Coral, Florida, and let's go over several metrics, okay? And the first one is the new listings. The yellow line is 2024, and the other color, as you can see, 2023, 2022, 2021. I'll be real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. So new listings year to date is at this particular level, which is a little bit on a downward trend throughout the first half of this year, and is 2% less new listings year over year from 2023. Okay, I guess based on this news versus situation, it appears that there were a fair amount of listings occur in the early part of this year in February, but the new listings has been decreasing for the past few months. So perhaps the inventory level is not as high as the perception out there. All right, so let's go over the pending sales. Over the year for the past 4 years, ever since the pandemic started, has been from the prior year, 3 years. And the next metrics is important. Yes, some of those doom and gloom crash bros, they've been producing not just on Southwest Florida, but overall, they are saying the Florida housing market is crashing. But medium sales price, okay, let's go over the medium sales price. And wow, much to everybody's surprise, recent data, then June of 2024, the median sales price is $392,000. We have been increasing month over month this year, 2024. So isn't that one surprising data? Again, you have to dive deeper past the doom and gloom negative headlines up there. All right, so the median sales price have been increasing. Last year, 2023, the median sales price is 376. The median sales price is 392. So there has been a 4% year-over-year increase in median sales price. And of course, I'm not going to talk about 2020 and 2021, there has been skyrocketing of housing prices in Southwest Florida. All right, so you can see back in 2021, at the peak of the housing boom, the mortgage rate of 3%, the median sales price was 333. Now, 3 years later, the median sales price has gone all the way up to 392. All right, so again, if that doesn't dispel any myth about the housing crash in this market, I don't know what will. So this data supersedes everything else. So active listings for Cape Coral is 10,527. Yes, there's a 53% increase in active listing year over year. There's a huge gap. So now this data alone will allow those crash bulls to state that the housing market is crashing because everybody's selling and all that. I get it. I get it. But let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. I know in Florida, especially in the South Florida, people who are living close to the coastal areas of Florida, Atlantic coast and South Florida and the Gulf Coast mainly. And we have seen like through the weather situations, a lot of insurance companies are raising their premiums in a lot of places, like 100%, 200% increases on a premium. And so that's caused a lot of challenges in the market. Also, the HOAs, right? The HOAs are affected mainly by those lower priced homes, the older homes, condos that are 30-year-olds or older, especially the condos that are higher than 3 floors. They are subject to lots of increased costs and fees and the reserve requirement and everything else. And so all those lower economic demographics, we're talking manufacturing homes, we talk about older condos that are located in the coastal areas. They are the condos in Florida are affected the most. So those people try to sell the condos. So there's creating a glut of inventory, condos inventory. So if you know nothing else about real estate market, every type of house, every asset class, every location is very different. So the condo market in Florida that are located in the coastal areas, that older homes or that cheaper homes in the 200, 300K range, they are adversely affected by the insurance crisis, the hurricane, the flood zone, and the HOA situations. But when you talk about higher end, we talk about $500,000 homes, $1 million homes, $10 million homes, even though some of them are condos, they are still owned by very high end people who are very financially well-to-do. They are keeping their condos, most of them, right? So there's no panic sales on that higher level homes. I just want to dispel that any misconception going on out there. All right, so let's get back to the listing here. So yeah, active listings is very high this year. And a lot of people selling, I just totally understand, but that itself, this data itself does not indicate that we can have an impending housing crash. But lately, the amount of active listing has been slightly decreasing now because especially the spring season is pretty much about to be over. So because housing is a seasonality. So as we head toward the summer, we will see housing prices weakening slightly a bit, and also inventory level should come down, as you can see by these trends slightly. So active listings have been increasing dramatically, but then this one metric by itself does not indicate any sort of stress, right? We have to monitor. We have to monitor the situation for the rest of this year to see what's going on. All right, and also price drops. Okay, this price drop is a potential another indication whether a particular location is under stress, whatever. So let's look at 2024, the orange color. The price drops is at 7.4% as of May 26, 2024. As you can see, the price drops is at the peak of the year during February to March. And since then, since March, April, May, for the past 2 months, the price drops, the percentage of price drops have decreased. So that means that we are moving toward a balanced market. So nothing to be concerned about. If the price drop continue to decrease or level out, that means this Southwest Florida market is stabilizing, for the lack of a better word. Okay, and let me see what else. Months of supply is also extremely critical, right? To remind you that when you have 4 to 6 months of supply, that is pretty much a balanced market. What that means? That means the buyers and the sellers are not at a disadvantage. It's a balanced, stabilized market. When you have less than 4 months supply of inventory in any neighborhood, in any market, that indicates a buyer's market. And when you are a seller's market, that means the seller dictate the price and terms. When the supplier inventory exceed 5 to 6% for 7 or 8 months, for example, I'm going to have a buyer's market. So the buyers dictate the terms. So clearly, yeah, at the beginning of the year, there's a lot of inventory that came into the market. Yes, a lot of people want to sell, which is good, right? We all want more inventory. We're experiencing, not only in Florida, nationwide, we're experiencing just such a low level of historic housing inventory. It just makes the market very challenging, especially during the pandemic. But the supply inventory have been decreasing. I could see the supply inventory is increasing as we head toward the summer. That will be a main cause for concern. When you have too much beyond 6 months of inventory, then it would put downward pressure on home prices. Okay. So we're not seeing that yet because as of right now, June the 2nd, we have 24 weeks supply of inventory in the Southwest Florida Cape Coral market. So 4 months divided by 24, we have 6 months supply of inventory. So we are at a good equilibrium. We have good, just a normal. It is hard to, strange to say the word. We have a stabilized market in this particular market. But as we all know, real estate is very local. It's very hyper local, down to the street, down to the neighborhood. Every market is different. There are 10,000 cities across the country. There are like 2,000 counties all over the U.S., a large country, U.S. So everything is so localized. So we need to be seeing 6 months of inventory. So there's a lot of opportunities for buyers, primary home buyers and investors alike to pick available inventory at this very moment. So 6 months of supply is not a major concern. This high demand equilibrium right now does not justify that the housing prices is gonna crash. All right. Okay. So if you compare to the prior years, you compare 2023, the months of supply in Cape Coral area is only less than 4 months. If you look at 2022 for the skyrocketing of the mortgage rates, prior to that, at around 3 or 4%, in 2022, we have less than 2 months of supply of inventory in Cape Coral, Southwest Florida. And you go even further during the housing boom, when the mortgage rate were around 3% or less, we have supply of 1.4 months of supply of inventory. So that's why there's caused the prices skyrocketing back in 21 and part of 2022, right? As you can see. So from 1.4 months supply of inventory back in May of 2021, now we have 6 months supply of inventory. So it's a balanced market. All right. And I think finally, average sale to list price, another important metric. You can see 2024 right here. The homes are sold at 96.5% of the list price, 4% lower than the original list price of homes sold. If you compare to the previous year, it is 96.8, almost similar. If you compare 2022, 2021, because of the bidding war and multiple offers that occur in this marketplace, people bidding above sales price, as you can see, right? All right, back then. So I think that's enough for that. Now, one more thing I want to share with you that are very intriguing. Look, some people say, some YouTubers out there, they're going to create some doom and gloom scenario on Cape Coral, Southwest Florida, or even the whole state of Florida. They're going to say, people are leaving, there's a max exodus of people are leaving Florida, so we're losing population. Look, there's no need to jump the gun. There's no need to jump into any kind of conclusion, because you have to, things doesn't happen in housing market. Things does not happen that quickly. You have to look at it more trends, because, but then again, Redfin, for the longest time, for the past few years, and even beyond the past few years, look at the Redfin's data right here. It says the top 10 areas of people moving to Florida. Put people in a country. Okay, top 10, although Sacramento, Phoenix, Sarasota, Cape Coral, Las Vegas, Orlando, Myrtle Beach, San Diego, Tampa, and Jacksonville. Up until right now, we are in middle 2024. Redfin are still reporting that among the top 10 areas where people are migrating into throughout the country, 50% of the migration is into Florida. As you can see right here, this orange color, if you will, shows the more people moving to a particular area, and the blue color, people are moving from. People moving away from California, people are moving away from Pacific Northwest, people are moving away from the Midwest, people moving away from the New York, New Jersey metro area, Northeast area, and Massachusetts and Pennsylvania and Virginia. They are and people moving from Chicago metro, Illinois. They are going into Florida. Florida is the fastest growing population just because of the insurance crisis, just because of HOA situation on a specific condo asset class. It does not mean the Florida, Cape Coral, for that matter, the entire state of Florida is going to crash. It just doesn't happen like that. The data does not support that. Okay, we're still seeing more people moving to Florida as of the middle of 2024 as we speak on this particular video, which is recording this video on the 5th of June. So let's continue to monitor this particular region, Southwest Florida, and I'm going to produce more videos from Florida as well. So this clear indication that Florida is still a very robust, but the sector of Florida, like I said, the condo market, the lower end homes, they're older homes, they're located along the coastal areas. This particular sector of real estate in Florida is being adversely affected. But when you talk about single family homes or the multi-million dollar condos in South Florida, the $10 million, $20 million condos in Florida, these kind of condos are owned by multi-millionaires from New York, okay, for the most part. And you talk about single family homes in a better neighborhood, our investors are buying cash flow homes, 25% down payment, in not only Southwest Florida, but in several strategic locations in Florida, the path of growth, Jacksonville, or the Central Florida, and few other areas. Single family homes located in a non-flood zone or located in or more located inland of Florida, where they are not subject to weather conditions. And newer homes, new construction, they are very resilient. Newer construction homes, they build those homes with weather condition resilient. Okay? They get very normal insurance rates. Newer constructions, not in a flood zone, in the inner part of Florida, this particular asset class, especially in lower entry level, 250K, 350K types, that's where our investors are targeting to buy cash flow homes. So primary home buyers that are moving to Florida, they should look into buyer homes in a deeper part of Florida, away from the hurricane, away from flood zones, and buy newer homes. They have a good safety features, and insurance premiums in this kind of homes are very reasonable, just normal insurance. And don't buy condos, of course, right? I don't care. I don't recommend people buying condos no matter what because of the HOA fees. Not only older condos, I wouldn't buy newer condos either as an investor because the HOA itself will cause the property not to cash flow. So that's not what I recommend. All right. So hopefully this I will do other Florida videos also, but Southwest Florida, Cape Coral is not doom and gloom. We don't know. It's being stabilized. It's doing a slight correction based on my data. We'll see, right? We don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. Again, local Floridians are slowly migrating into a deeper part of the Florida because they are limited in their budget. And I believe a lot of these older homes along the coastal areas, older condos, there will be a distress for sure. We can't sugarcoat that. But some of these older condos located throughout Florida along the coastal areas, including South Florida, who knows? They could be condemned. There could be a developer may come in and buy these kind of older homes and then at a discount, stress sale, and then they're gonna bulldoze those homes and build newer condos or new or whatever homes to. And unfortunately, the people with the financial means were able to afford to buy this kind of newer condos. So there's a lot of money is still flowing into Florida. A lot of multimillionaires, obviously, lot of people with the financial means, upper scale people are still moving to Florida. So that's my take. So anyway, as I conclude this video, if you see any value whatsoever in watching this video, please like and subscribe and comment below. If you live in Florida, tell me what's going on in your particular market. The information that I provided is a pretty factual, it's pretty reasonable. I know every neighborhood is different, so please comment below. And and subscribe to my channel. I need more subscribers. I report a lot of great information, including this investing. So as a matter of fact, you could put your email at the known as on my website, so you can become a free member of our real estate investment network. When you become a free member, you can receive free weekly email into your email inbox videos and newsletters about all aspects of real estate investing. Thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee. I will see you on the next video. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.